can start na.
Apa. All right. So I am recording the video. All right. So good morning, everyone. All
Good
right.
morning.
Okay. Don't worry, I muted everyone. Sige, I will be sharing my screen. All right. Share computer sound. There you go. All right. So let's start. Ka lang. All right. So today's lesson is going to be about pressure control. All right. Ayan. As you can see, that is the title. Ah, ayaw mag... Ayan. Alright, so today we will be watching a video first. Okay? On how to control your your shading. Alright. Please tell me if naririnig po natin Teka lang. Ba't ayaw mag-play? Ah, it's blocked. Wait. Enable content. Share.
Pressure control. Realistic shading is done by creating a series of values ranging from light to dark. The harder I press down on the pencil, the darker the strokes. Portraits displaying a limited value range can end up looking very flat, while portraits with a wider value range will pop. To have good pressure control, practice shading from one end of your sketchbook to the other while pressing harder and harder until the values get darker gradually. Another way to practice is to draw a long rectangle and divide it into several squares. Fill the squares from right to left. Start with the darkest value you can possibly make and work your way towards the lightest. It's important to maintain a consistent pressure between each back and forth stroke, or each individual stroke. This will take some practice and concentration to develop the muscle memory for. If you're interested in the tools I use and want to learn more about the different pencil types, check out the link below. Some tools can make shading easier for you, but you absolutely do not need any special pencils to get started, because you can smoothly try to...
Alright, so I skipped the video for a while kasi yung next part kasi shows na she's burning a stick and I don't want the children to see. Alright, that's very unsafe. So we'll be skipping that part. Alright?
Eliminate major gaps between your strokes while maintaining good pressure control. Now, it's difficult to eliminate gaps if your pencil is sharp. So what you can do is wear the pencil down until the tip is dull, or use the side of the lead to draw, so your strokes are thicker.
Alright, so as you can see here, it is better to shade with a pencil na hindi matulis. Alright? As you can see, and mas maganda if paside yung pencil. Naintindihan po ba? Alright? Sige, let's continue.
If you're shading a large area and want to avoid these dark stripes, avoid using your writing grip while pivoting at the wrist. Instead, use an overhand grip and pivot from your elbow and shoulder to achieve much longer strokes. Just remember to keep those strokes close together, eliminating gaps that can make your drawing look scratchy. Understanding light. Have you ever tried shading something over and over without it looking even close to your subject? For most beginners, shading is probably a guessing game. That's totally what it was for me. Until I learned a few basics about light, things just started making more sense. Knowing where to correctly add light or shadow can make a really big difference in how realistic your artwork will come across. I'm going to use a sphere to point out the different elements of light, because the patterns are a lot easier to point out than a complex form, such as a nose, for example. Here we have a plain wooden ball with a light source coming down from the top left. We have two distinct sides: the light side, which is facing the light source, and the shadow side, which is turned away. At the edge of our shadow, we have something called a core shadow, which is a dark strip running along the boundary between the two sides. The core shadow is most visible on a white table because white is highly reflective. Light rays come down, bounce off the table, and illuminates the shadow side of the ball, leaving a dark band. So as you can see, we have two types of light, direct light and reflected light. That's why shadows are rarely all black. There are so many things in the environment that light can reflect off of: walls, nearby objects, or even dust particles floating around in the air. Do keep in mind that black surfaces absorb light. So in this example, the core shadow is no longer visible. Going back to the image of the nose, can you tell which areas are lit by reflections and where the core shadows are? As mentioned earlier, light can reflect off of many things in the environment, but they have a difficult time bouncing their way into tight spaces, such as the area where the ball touches the table. This is called an occlusion shadow. And this is a cast shadow, which appears when a form blocks light from reaching another. In this case, the ball is blocking light from reaching the table.
Alright, so I hope everyone's listening properly kasi this is like a review of what we discussed last week. Alright, remember chiaroscuro? Yeah. So, eto rin siya. Just in a, what do you call this? A basic terminologies. Alright? And you will understand more kasi there is actually a visual, representation with the lesson that we discussed last week. Alright?
The cast shadow can tell you where the light source is coming from. All you have to do is trace the edges against your object. How many cast shadows can you find on the nose? Let's move on to the light side of the ball. On this side, there are only 3 things I need to point out. There's the core light, which is the area facing the light directly. Then there's the highlight, which is actually a reflection of the light source. This is the brightest point on an object. The edges can appear soft on matte surfaces, like this wooden ball, or hard on shiny surfaces, such as a plastic ball. And as unintuitive as it seems, the highlight can change position depending on where you're standing. The very last thing are midtones, or halftones. Midtones are the darkest values on this side of the ball, where the edges start curving away from the light source. These areas receive less and less light the more they angle away. Can you point out the core light, highlight, and midtones on the nose? Shade with me. Let's shade an apple together.
Alright, let me pause the video. Pancho is trying to Pancho is joining us. You remember Pancho? Okay, let's wait. Hi, Pancho!
Hi, Pancho. Good morning, Pancho.
Wait, he's trying to connect his audio. Wait lang. Hi, Pancho! Oh, he looks so happy.
Hello, Pancho. Welcome.
Wait, they're still trying to connect. Hi, Pancho. Do you hear us? Yes or no?
Welcome, Pancho.
Sir, naririnig po ba kami ni Pancho? Kasi it says here you're still connecting. Teka lang.
The audio.
Yeah, opo. Ayan,
Hey!
oh, sorry. I think he's connected na. Hi, Pancho!
Wait.
Good morning. Can you hear us? Naka-connect ba sila? Oh, nawala.
Baka unstable ang connection.
Wait, I'll chat him. Hello po. Naririnig niyo po ba kami? Thank you. Hello po. All right. So, um I'll send the video to Pancho po para he can watch by himself later. All right? So, let's continue na lang muna.
Oo.
Okay po.
Let's move on to the light side of the ball. On this side, there are only 3 things I need to point out. There's the core light, which is the area facing the light directly. Then there's the highlight, which is actually a reflection of the light source. This is the brightest point on an object. The edges can appear soft on matte surfaces, like this wooden ball, or hard on shiny surfaces, such as a plastic ball. And as unintuitive as it seems, the highlight can change position depending on where you're standing. The very last thing are midtones, or halftones. Midtones are the darkest values on this side of the ball, where the edges start curving away from the light source. These areas receive less and less light the more they angle away. Can you point out the core light, highlight, and midtones on the nose? Shade with me. Let's shade an apple together without looking at any reference images. With our basic knowledge of how light behaves, we can essentially draw from our imagination. We might not be very accurate, but it's a great way to actively think about how light behaves. First, sketch your apple. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. Just try to get something down on your sketchbook. Try to keep your outlines as light as possible. My sketch is extra dark so you guys can see it better. We want it to sit on a table, so draw the edge of that table behind your apple. Then erase any unneeded lines. The next step is to determine where the light is coming from. Let's have one shining down from the top left. Draw a little flashlight or sun just to remember where it is. Where the apple blocks light from reaching the table, let's draw a cast shadow. You can use a ruler to find the cast shadow's length. Just align it to your light source and the edge of the apple. Now we know how long to draw the cast shadow. I'm just going to draw a long oval shape. Where the dotted lines touch the apple, we have our boundary between the light and shadow side. Let's say the apple is sitting on a white table. How do you think the shadow side will look, taking reflected light into consideration? Draw a core shadow, making sure the thickest section is the darkest. Where the apple touches the table, there's less light, so let's shade that area darker. Now that I've taken care of those 2 areas, I'm going to fill in the rest of the shadow side by adding a flat layer of graphite that is lighter than the core shadow. Once you're done, soften the transition between each area to avoid that hard edge between light and dark values. Now don't forget to soften the bottom portion as well. If you're shading an object with a matte surface, an abrupt or immediate transition can indicate a sharp edge, while a gradual transition can indicate a round edge. Since cast shadows are darkest near the object they're being cast from, I'm going to shade the area directly under the apple darker than the far right. How bright do you want the light side of the apple to be? It's totally up to you. Pick a light value and then shade the entire space flatly. The next thing we need to do is blend the two distinct sides of our apple, so it all comes together nicely. Where the form turns away from the direct light, add your midtones, which will immediately make the surface appear rounder. When you're done, use an eraser to indicate the highlight. If you want your drawing to pop out of the page, exaggerate some of those values to create depth. If your drawing consists of mostly a small range of light grays, try to get a bright highlight in there, and some darker values. Now, outlines can make a drawing look cartoony, so make sure they blend in with your shading, or erase them as you go along. Definitely try to make your initial sketches as light as possible so they don't show through in the end. If they're too dark to erase, you can shade a dark background until they disappear. Practice. Place a few objects on a table under a single light source. Observe the patterns of light and shadow on each object. Understand what you're looking at and try to draw the scene in a fairly organized manner. It can help to pick an object up and turn it around to study it from different angles. If you want a bigger challenge, ask a willing friend or family member to be your study subject. Use only one light source on his or her face. It really helps to draw people that you know very well. And that's a wrap, guys. If you're already subscribed to my channel,
All right. So that was rapid fire's video. All right. So, all right, malapit na matapos yung 40 minutes. So, mag-stop muna tayo and then I'll send another link. All right? Sige po. I'll see you in a bit.
In a bit.
Yes, in a bit.
Oh.
This okay. All right. So the class is being recorded right now. So I will be sharing the PowerPoint again. Ay, ano yung shinare ko? Shinare ko ba
Screen
yun?
mo.
Opo. Ay, wait lang. Sorry. Let me double check. Again. PowerPoint. Ayun, Google pala yung na-share ko. Sorry. Ayan, PowerPoint. Alright. So, as you saw in the video, alright, so rapid fire instructed us to do shading, diba? Blending properly this time. Hindi yung madiin ka agad, ganon. Alright? So anyway, I will share you the link to Rapid Fire's video again para you can watch it in your own time. Kasi I know hindi naman siya makukuha kaagad. Alright? So you can review it, you can watch it again. Alright? But for today's activity, for today's asynchronous activity, alright? Wait lang, sino yung naririnig ko? Hi, Pancha! Pancha, unmute muna ha. Ay, hindi rin siya na-mute. Okay, so hindi siya connected. Anyway, I'll send him this video para alam niya yung nangyayari. Sorry, segue. Alright. So,
They have they have a complete set of the videos that we had for the lessons.
Apa, alright, that's good. Alright, so my instructions for this is, okay, number 1, draw image A, as you can see over here. And then number 2 is using the blending technique, follow image B's shading direction. So, nakita na natin, ginawa siya ni Aldo. Pero ang gusto kong itsura is like this. Alright? Oops, hindi pala ako naka-full view. Gusto ko ganito. Ganito yung shading. Alright? Para mag-advance yung itsura ng ating mga shading. Alright, parents, naintindihan po ba? Please raise your hands if you have questions or clarifications. Yes, Aldo. Oh, I'll unmute you. What's your question?
Gagawin na ba po?
Ha?
Gagawin na ba po?
Yes, go. Yes. You can start now. All right.
Okay.
Okay. And also, actually, hindi na save dun sa ginawa ko kanina, in-update ko tong PowerPoint pero hindi siya na-save. I was gonna ask if you could draw it 5 times. Alright? Para ma-practice. Kasi even if nakagawa ng isang apple, ang maganda dito is yung practice. So, I want na ma-practice sila. So, please do this 5 times. Alright? Yes po, 5 times. And
A
then,
basket of apples.
yeah, pero no basket, apples lang. And then again, for the submission format, please rename your file names to your surname underscore your first name .jpeg or PDF. It's up to you. And then the deadline for this is not September. It's on November 6th. November 6, 2020. That is on a Sunday again. Ayan. And again, if it's late, no problem. All right? Di naman ako masyadong strict. Medyo lang. Wag lang 1 hour late.
Teacher
Yes.
Melly, that's not November 6th.
November 6 is what? What?
Friday.
Friday? Ay, wait. November 2 pala. Sorry. Thank you, Aldo.
November.
Oo nga naman. Wait lang. Ano ba tong ano ko? Calendar. Thank you, Aldo, for correcting me.
Yeah, November.
Let me double check.
Oo, kasi
Oo nga.
November 5 ang birthday ni Aldo.
Alam na alam niya. Sorry. Okay. Ay, okay. Wait lang. So, every Sunday kasi, di ba? Sunday is November 1.
One.
November 1 pala. Okay lang po ba yun, November 1? Or gusto nyo pong on Saturday na lang? Baka may gagawin po tayo ng Sunday. Okay, i-move na lang po natin to October 31, which is Halloween. Wala naman lalabas ngayon.
Plan.
Yeah. So, let's make the deadline October 31. That is this coming Saturday. All right po. Sorry for the mali kanina. And again, thank you, Aldo, for correcting me. I really appreciate it.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay, all right. Okay, how about the others? Hi, Pancho. Naririnig ba tayo ni Pancho? Naririnig mo kami, Pancho? Thumbs up if naririnig mo kami. Naririnig mo kami, Pancho? Thumbs up ka. Like this. Lumalapit siya sa sa Pancho. How about po, is it the dad of Pancho? Nakasama po ni Pancho. Can you do thumbs up if naririnig niyo po kami? I'm not sure kasi eh. I just wanna make sure na kung hindi ko kayo naririnig, okay lang. Pero mas gusto ko yung naririnig niyo ako. Kasi hindi connected yung nila eh.
Yung audio.
Opo, wala silang audio.
Yeah. I don't know if they can hear us kasi sabi ni Purcell, they couldn't hear us earlier.
Yun na nga po. Kaya that's why I wanted to make sure. Pero mukhang hindi pa rin po naririnig eh. Ayun. Alright. So anyway, I will be sending, okay, so this is the time wherein everyone will do by themselves na. Alright? So I will be sending the link to Tita Foy and then please watch it again in your own time. Alright? Alright po ba? Okay. Oops. Discard. Am I still sharing my screen? I'm having a boomer.
Yeah, you're still sharing your
Okay.
screen.
Ayun. Hindi ko nakita yun. Alright. So, I will stop sharing for a while. Again. Oh, ayun. Hindi talaga connected yung ano eh. Alright. So, I will be going to Google and getting the link. Whoops. Ayun, video URL. Alright. Chat, make host, remove. How do I chat? Ayun. And so I sent in the group chat po the link to the video.
Sir,
Yes, you're welcome, Aldo. Oh, alam ko si Aldo gets na gets yan. How many drawings are you gonna draw, Aldo?
only one.
Oh,
More.
no, I said 5.
Five.
5. All right, very good. Very good. 5 apples. And then you have to send me the ano ha? Kahit sa Viber.
Yes.
If hirap sa Gmail. Okay? All
Yes
right.
po.
All right. Good job.
No?
Do you have any more questions? Parang wala na. All right. So, we will end today's class right now. All right. Just Oh, hi Miggy. Gising na si Miggy.
Hi, Miggy.
Hi. Say hi.
Hi Miggy. Good
Hi.
morning. Kumain ka na ng breakfast? Baka gutom
Not
pa siya.
yet.
Hello,
Not
Miggy.
yet.
Lovely. Hello, Miggy. Hi,
Hi,
Pancho.
Hi, Pancho.
Hi, si Pancho.
Opo.
Hi.
Hi, Miggy.
Hi,
Very
kiss.
nice haircut.
Hi, kiss. Wow.
Excuse me, Teacher Melly.
Let's go down.
Nakakamiss yung mga bata.
Sobro po. Hi, Pancho! Pancho! Ayan! Naririnig mo kami, Pancho?
You can hear us.
Bil-
Great.
Ayun.
Last Saturday, the other day, nagbonding si Brian tsaka si Miggy eh.
Ay, cute naman.
Nag-visit sila dito ni Miss Tet.
That's so nice.
Nagbonding sila. Then, we'll try to schedule one afternoon na mag-walking sila.
That's good. That's nice. Oo.
Yeah, that's really good.
Para may si Miggy.
Mm. Oh, may kasama siya.
May kasama.
Oh, that's good.
So I sent na the YouTube video which you
Yes.
sent sa Messenger so they could
Apa.
have it. So those who were not able to attend could access it na sa
Apa.
Messenger.
Teacher Melly.
Hi, Mami Tet.
Pwedeng makuha ulit yung number mo for yung sa Viber.
Eh po, it's... Ay, wait
Viber.
lang. Siyempre, naka-record to. Wait lang.
Okay, sige, sa chat na lang.
Apa, sa chat. Eto po, I'll chat right now.
Let's go to the
Oh, yeah.
Although you take note of the number of Teacher Melly, you could You
Oo.
could access it dito sa chat.
Yeah. Yes. Did you see
Then
the chat? Did you see
write
the
it na.
Hello, Tita Bernie.
Hello there, Bernie.
Hello, Miggy.
Hello, Miggy.
Hello, Aldo.
Hello.
Miggy daw. Hi, Miggy, say hi.
You say hi.
Hi.
You say hi,
Hi,
Brian.
Brian.
Brian, Pancho, Kuya Aldo, who are there? Ayan. May anak ni
Hello,
Tix.
Miggy.
Miggy. Yeah,
Hi,
hello.
Miggy daw.
Oh,
Hi.
nag-hi si Brian kay Miggy, oh.
Hi, friend.
Ay, si Brian. Brian! Best friend. Classmate.
Oh.
Kuya Aldo, asa si Tita
Hello.
Alice? Favorite ni King. Alice! Namimiss ka na ni King. Ayan. Kita mo, tuwan-tuwa siya. Hello, Tita Alice. Tita Alice. Oh, lagi siya natatawa eh. Pag naaalala ka niya. Oo, masayahin ka kasi.
Yeah, maganda yung disposition ni Kim.
Alright, so I will also be sending the photo for the instructions. Ayan. Let me edit it lang again because hindi na save yung edit ko kanina. Alright, so again, kailan ulit? October 31, right?
Yep.
Again, it's Diane. Alright, antok na. Sino yun? Repeat 5 times. Gusto nyo 10 times. No, repeat 5 times or more if you want. Ayan. So, may choice naman. Required lang yung black. Ay, yung black. Yung 5. Okay, let me do a screenshot.
Please stop that. Don't. No.
Wala yung Zoom. Nasaan? Ayun. Ayan. So, para dun sa nagkakaroon ng technical difficulties, my computer. Can I see Aldo? Ang galing naman! Nakakadalawa na AB. Ah, very good. 5 ha? 5 ulit ha? Don't forget to shade. Okay, wait lang. Asan ang desktop? Screenshot.
Although, were you able to get Teacher Melly's number?
Apple daw. 5
Not
up.
yet.
Let's go.
Ayan. Tita Foy, I sent a file in chat po.
Okay.
It's the screenshot of our activity for today. Para po they can see properly.
And chat this, ano?
In Zoom
In
po.
Here.
Here in Zoom.
Just now? Did you send it just now?
Yes po, just now.
Because I didn't get it.
I'll send it again.
On chat right now, yung YouTube and then your number.
Ah, okay. Baka po
Walang
naglo-load. Baka naglo-load
photo?
pa po. There's a photo.
Okay.
Apo, baka naglo-load pa siya. I'll send it to you rin po in Viber para sure.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get the picture here.
Okay lang. Para makastart na rin si Pancho kasi I don't think he can hear us properly. Maybe he needs earphones para marinig niya tayo. Yeah. Oops. Don't worry, I will edit out yung mga unnecessary things in the video. But I want to retain yung nagha-hi hello silang lahat, kakamustahan. That's so sweet. Ayun.
Teacher
All
told you
right.
to draw 5 apples. 5. Make it round, Brian. Make it round. And small.
Next. Very good,
Okay, I got
Brian.
it on Viber.
Apo. All right. Okay, can we take a picture of everyone with their works kahit unfinished para we can send a picture to Miss Linda. All right. Okay, wait lang. Teacher is fixing clothes. All right. Ayan. King.
Oh, look.
Oh, how about Brian? Can you show us your work? Ayan, King. Ayan. Oh, wait lang ha. Si Miggy mukhang wala pa si Pancho. Alright. Oh, magsasmile lang tayo ha. Oh.
Okay, smile lang. Smile, Pancho.
Okay. Oh, Aldo, where's your work? Ayan. Okay. 1, 2, 3. One more. One more.
Or,
Oh, si Brian. Taga, nangingitim. Nawawala. Mommy Tet, can you show the artwork of Brian po?
oo.
Opo, kahit hawak lang niya.
Okay.
Oh, Pancho! Pancho, dyan ka lang. Ayan, yan, yan. Very good. Ayan na, ayan na. Ayan na. Brian, let's go.
Yan.
1, 2,
Yan nangingitim.
1, 2, 3.
The light.
Okay. All right. All right. So, ayan. So, just please continue your work. And then just message me if you need anything else. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everyone.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
King.
Bye,
Bye,
Miggy.
Bye, Mickey.
Bye, King. Bye, Aldo. Bye, Brian.
Salamat po,
Bye, Brian.
classmates.
Si Pancho po na. Bye-bye.
Bye, Pancho. Wala na. Lumabas na si Pancho.
Bye, Tita Foy. See you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye,
teacher naman. Bye, teacher Melly.
Bye.
Bye, teacher Melly.
Bye.
Welcome, Melly.
Bye, classmate.
Bye.
We're great.
Tita Melly, may question si Kim.
Another
Yes po.
camera.
Ano po yun?
Go ahead.
Totoo ba daw yung cat mo?
No, it's not real.
Oh,
I will show you my other cat.
It's
Wait, I have
digital cat.
another cat.
It's a digital cat, but Teacher Melly does have a cat.
I do have a real cat.
There's the real
There,
cat. Oh,
real cat.
oo. Real cat. Ayun, real
Oh.
cat. Tuwa siya. Oh, real cat yan, real cat. Akala niya, oh, the wild cat talaga yun. So I had to ask. Oh, diba?
Ayun. All right. Bye.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.
See you again next week. Next week.
Bye.
Bye.